Good evening, folks. How are you all doing? Today's episode, I'm gonna do the full review of my most favorite fragrance of this year, 2016. As you guys all know, I did a first impression on this, Valentino Uomo Intense. And you should thank one of my subscribers, Mr. Tony Quaz. If I'm spelling your name wrong, I'm sorry. But Mr. Tony, he was telling me like, I see this fragrance around the shopping mall like recently, and I want to get this before the year ends. So I feel that passion. I see his intensity. So I respect you, sir. This is what I'm doing for you, and only for you, as well as the rest of the guys. All right. So watch out. So as you guys know, let me show you first of all my scent of the evening. I went for a walk the afternoon. Right now it's around 8 p.m. in Bangladesh, and I went for a walk around 5 o'clock. This was Gucci Guilty Black. You can see the juice. This was my scent of the walk, even though it doesn't suit, but since winter, who cares, right? So let's look into this beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. All right. And then if I may also, I'm sorry I didn't bring it here, I'm gonna be giving you a little bit side-by-side comparison with the legend, with my most favorite fragrance of all time. All right, the beautiful DHI. All right, just a little bit talk and a little bit comparisons to give you some idea. All right, so basically here we go. All right, so first of all, let me tell you, when I see Mr. Tony, right, when you're writing comments, first thing that come to my mind, he's like an Italian guy. I'm not sure which race you are, what nationality, but first thing that comes to my mind is Tony Chucci, Italian mob boss. Hey, sup? He's gonna be like, hey, talking to me? Yeah. So this is being in the house of Italy. The whole thing is like it works, all right? So just for fun. So sir, I hope you're doing well. All right. So let's go. So as I showed you before also, let me show you once again the presentation. Let's go with the presentation. This is the beautiful box, and I showed you before. It looks like Prada Amber Intense, that sort of a presentation, but very manly, very, very up class and posh kind of a box. Black Valentino Uomo Intense, and its EDP concentration, and I got the big boy here, 100 ml. Top you say, sorry, Valentino. At the back you're gonna get your information, made in Italy, and bottom you're gonna get all your good stuff. So for this baby, it was like in Malaysia. I got this from Malaysia, Surya KLCC. For those who don't know, it's the Twin Towers, Petronas Twin Towers, the highest one time was the highest, tallest building in the world. So below that, there's the only place, there's the Surya KLCC mall, and they have Valentino boutique. So you might be wondering why I'm wearing pink. This t-shirt is a gift from one of my dear friends. This one is from Valentino, House of Valentino Creations. And then the jacket, trying to be Italian, huh? So this particular fragrance, it was a release of 2016 spring release, very, very recent, very new, and love this. This one I treasure in my collection. All right. So this one, as you know, is a flanker of original Valentino Uomo. I think it's a release of 2015. Which had little bit of performance issues, little bit weakness in terms of performance and whatnot. So this one solves that performance issue. That one is a very beautiful, sort of a classy, like classy scent. That one has this hazelnut spread, that sort of a feel on the opening, beautiful bergamot, very fresh, young. This one is on the bit on mature side, okay, bit darker version of that. All right. So the price wise, this particular fragrance was my last few days in Malaysia. I was selecting because I was going through some other new fragrances that was released, like Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo, which one is getting a lot of attention due to the tiramisu note. All right, very interesting one. And then L'Homme Ideal, EDP and EDT both, as well as Prada Luna Rossa Extreme, which is in my list. I'm pretty sure after seeing the review of Chad, I'm kind of sure I'm gonna get that, as well as Prada's L'Homme, the new one. So basically a lot of interesting La Mole Essence I actually happen to buy. So a lot of the choices, you're spoiled for choices this year. Very, very good dark EDP, very strong contenders. So you really have to make up your mind, because unless you're a billionaire, I wish I was a billionaire just this once. I usually don't want to be so rich. I like being in the middle. But when it comes to fragrance, I wish I had the money to buy everything in the market. But anyway, never mind, I'm gonna get you guys one by one. All right, so this particular bottle comes in two sizes, 50 and 100, but for the marketing ploy in Malaysia, they just released this only 100 ml. So they're going to squeeze out all the money as possible. They're not going to give you the small bottle. So for the big bottle, I paid full retail. It was I think $125. Yeah, for that price, I think I saw someone selling Chris Aventus. So yeah, it hurts, but then no, I mean no regrets. For the smaller bottle, you have to pay around $80. So basically pricey because it's new, not going to be discounted that much. All right. So the concentration is EDP, and then one other thing before I go to the review, I think I am nearing 1,000 subscribers. I just checked, it's 980 something. And when I reach the 1,000, I'm gonna do a Christmas. I hope I can get it before the Christmas. So I wanna do few fragrance suggestion from my collection, of course, and some of the ones I see in the market. Maybe I'm gonna give you some suggestion for Christmas gifts, for what you can wear. Yeah, something like that. Just as Christmas special. So waiting for that, right? So this one, Valentino Uomo Intense. What are the similar fragrances that is in the same class as this? All right, I would say La Nuit, DHP, Dior Homme Parfum, Dior Homme Intense, Lionstone, De Guerlain Extreme. I really have hard time saying that name. Ledge, easier. All right, from the house of Guerlain, and then Prada Amber Intense, as well as Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP. So basically, those are not really exactly the similar, not exactly same kind of smelling, but same class, posh, rich, expensive class. That's where they belong to. All right. So let's hit the notes for these fragrance. All right, and then I'm going to tell you the good things and the bad thing about this fragrance, if there is any. All right. So the notes, very simplistic sort of notes from Fragrantica: mandarin orange, clary sage, tonka bean, iris, vanilla, leather, right? So sort of like sounds simple, right? Like not much going on, those who don't know. And then there's actually, to be honest, there's much hype going on this, especially when Jeremy hypes this, it's gonna be hyped. But the thing is, apart from Jeremy's hype, I hype this myself because how good it is. I usually don't get excited unless it's a quality of Dior Homme Intense, all right? Something that excites me, something that turns me on. Yeah, you heard that right, turns me on. Good smells, good fragrances, turns me on. I can just so this one belongs there, right? So the one other thing I want to talk about this particular fragrance is, the trend of dark noir. A lot of companies are coming out with their own version, right? Some of them, they are doing their flankers, some of them making their existing fragrances to be more darker, deeper. Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP. But not everyone is being successful, and not everyone is coming out with the flanker which one beats their like the one, their predecessor. Well, I don't know what's the term. It's the originator of this. Like, let's say Dior Homme. In my honest opinion, Dior Homme Intense is better than Dior Homme because of the strength, and the sheer good, like goodie. This is like a goodie. There's no weakness in this fragrance. So does this beat? You guys already know, like from my first impression, maybe what I think of this, right? So is it better than the original? That's the question. And then where does it stand in comparison with Dior Homme Intense? All right, I'll tell you one by one. First of all, what do I think of Valentino Uomo Intense? For the house of Valentino, I mean, I'm not quite familiar with so many of the fragrances, and I'm not quite sure if they have so many fragrances in the first place. But the first thing that comes to my mind is Italian house, Italian leather, Italian like poshness, Italian like house of Versace. Like I think of Italian houses are very posh and stylish, up class. Leather bags. All sort of those. If you imagine like the catwalk, fashion ramp and stuff, all the sexiness. That's what first thing that comes to my mind, and that's why I think the bottle is very, very sexy as well. Showed you the box, the bottle itself. One thing I don't like is this cheap shit plastic cap, which is like, I don't know what purpose. Maybe you want to scratch your back or something if you, yeah. But apart from this, the bottle looks really awesome. Kick-ass bottle. It has, some people say the bottle looks, I don't know, funny, stupid. I don't want to criticize those people, but seriously, what's wrong with you guys? This is a beautiful, gorgeous looking bottle, all right? Black, dark Vader, that sort of feel. Excellent spray on this. Like, this spray is one of the best. It squeezes out like it's literally taking a piss on you. Baby's taking a piss on you. Hard to imagine, it's a bad comparison, but yeah, this is a very sort of like, yeah, just putting the light so you can see better. This is a very gorgeous looking bottle. It's a bad guy, it's a bad boy, and it is evil. Oops, almost dropped the bottle, holy shit. Okay. The back is kind of plain. It has like the studded pattern all over. The bottom is like this. You can see the juice, and you can see through the juice. Actually, my juice is pretty much down here. I was doing extensive experimentation with this, hardcore experimentation, hot weather, night, day, colder weather, and now I'm being watchful with this. The sprays, I only wear this on special occasion. So yeah, so first thing is sexiness. 10 out of 10 for the presentation, even 11 easily. Next is juicy. I wrote down the notes. What do I mean by juicy? When you first spray this, you're gonna get that feel of beautiful heavy iris, which you get with Dior Intense. You cannot differentiate between the quality of the iris note. Both of them are very, very posh and elegant, very strong. So it mixes with that mandarin orange, a little bit mature, but then that mandarin juicy orange, which you get from Valentino Uomo, original Uomo. That's what it feels like. I'll show you I have to spray this to show you. Right, here we go. You can see the burst is really, really strong. If you'd imagine if this force is like a bit of stronger material, it would break your hand. That kind of force. Wow. Every time I spray this, it mesmerizes me. It's just that good. Yes, the juiciness right up there. It starts very dark, very, very evening like. It's doesn't smell like bright like the original Uomo, like that young mandarin orange, like something like bit on the, how to say, sour, and a little bit of younger age. This one smells like right away mature and then juicy. If you can imagine those malt beverages, sometimes some of those drinks, alcoholic beverage, I'm not quite sure which one those are. It tastes like bit milky and bit, butterscotch, I don't know, something. It has that some sort of drink, alcoholic beverage, malt beverage, something dark, bit bitter and sweet at the same time. Yeah, opens up like that, very juicy. So you're gonna love the opening top burst. All right, and then as I mentioned, the iris. So when you spray it right in the first time, anyone around you, surrounding you, far from you, they're gonna smell this fragrance. That's strong. It's like, in a good way, I want to say, when you think of Dior old days, Dior Poison, or you think of the older Fahrenheit, when they were used to be very potent, that sort of feel that brings it back. It smells like poison. It's like, if you imagine like Spiderman. What I always think to damn this thing, what's that guy's name with the long tongue? Anyway, the bad guy. Let me think. Viper. Shit. Anyway, never mind. The bad guy with the long tongue, right? I'll remember, and if I remember, I'll tell you. Smells like a bad guy, Darth Vader and stuff. You cannot miss it. That strong, that potent. One of the reasons why I got this. Performance is a big thing for me. This one is a performance beast. All right. So yeah. So opening burst, the projection is crazy on this. Hangs onto your skin forever. You're gonna get easily in the cooler countries, you're gonna get 10 hours plus easily. If you put on your clothes, it's gonna hang on to your clothes very, very good. 10 out of 10 for projection, longevity, easily. All right. How does it compare to Dior Intense? This one is pretty sexy too. When you put it on, magic. Right from the beginning, it's magic. This is a bit darker. It's like a black magic version of this. I'm trying to be a bit poetic and stupid, but then yeah, I'm just telling you how I feel, how this one makes me feel. I'm not trying to put this down. I'm not gonna say both of them are magical. 10 out of 10 fragrances. Just telling you the differences. So then I heard Mark said this one is gonna be redundant purchase if you have DHI. Actually, I went to buy Dior Homme Parfum. The Dior Homme Parfum bottle the price is same as this. Believe it or not, it's a 500 ringgit there, and this is like 490 ringgit retail price. Okay, so I wanted to get Dior Homme Parfum, but the reason that got me away from Dior Homme Parfum and make me get this is this creator of both fragrances, Olivier Poche, and he made Dior Homme Parfum, I guess, as well, which has like a lot of similarities to this, but more mature version, heavy on the leather note. But then I wanted to get something different from a different company, just to see if I get something different from DHI. Dior Homme Parfum, they're gonna give me like 75 ml, which is a bit painful. even though I'm gonna get it, but I think it's a bit injustice. Come on, guys, if you're giving me 75 ml and then you're charging me just because you're Dior 500 ringgit, like $125, not cool. So 100 ml bottle, I went for this, and I have no regrets. I think this is a better buy than Dior Perform in many ways. All right, but still, Dior Perform is also a keeper. All right, so there you go. Performance-wise, no issues. If you're thinking of performance, no problem. And one more thing I have to tell you this: if you're living in a hotter country, and you're expecting the best out of this, you'll be making a mistake. This is a cooler weather fragrance. This is winter, fall, and your autumn, that sort of fragrance. So cooler weather, this one works really, really best. Brings out the best of this fragrance. Okay. Then next, the feel of Dior. I told you just one more time. I'll tell you. In designer game, if you think of quality, people always talk about Chanel and Dior. People often talk about why they are so pricey. They're pricey for a reason. If you're buying it, Chanel fragrance, for example, you're gonna get quality, you're gonna get performance, and if you're gonna get the quality ingredients, and that quality is evident. From the other houses, it cannot be said the same about all the fragrances, respect to all the other houses, but this one gave me the feel of Dior, that sort of quality. Didn't smell cheap, didn't smell weak, didn't smell like they're overcharging. This is justified from a house like Valentino Uomo. Valentino house, all right? So yeah, feel of Dior if you know how good Dior is, okay? Next, sex juice. Yeah, my favorite topic. Not trying to encourage you kids go and have sex, no. But the thing, what I mean by sex juice is, this is that sort of a fragrance that draws attention. That, it's like a trap. It's like, moment you put this on, you're out there to hunt. Not in a bad way, like La Nuit Delhomme, bad boy trying to sleep with people and whatnot, but people, like ladies, if you're a guy, you're into ladies, they're gonna look at you differently. They're gonna say respect, as well as you're gonna get very good attention from your missus. If you're trying to get cozy and you have this on, yeah, you are the man. Simple as that, nothing else. If you feel like that from Dior Homme Intense, which is also very, very good, this one has Dior Homme Intense plus much more. The dry down, it goes towards that dark chocolate, the leather. Very simplistic sort of breakdown, all right? From the juicy sort of mandarin orange and the iris, the iris stays, remains all the way. And then the black leather starts coming out like this, This one, the metal plate here, gives the feel of that black leather. Italian, imagine the guys, you're wearing something from Valentino Creations, like Valentino Company, leather shoes, leather jacket or something. This is not leather jacket, by the way, just like a replica, but something like a leather jacket, and then wallet that smells good, brand new, fresh smell of leather. The leather of maybe a Bugatti Veyron or Ferrari, maybe an Audi car, very heavy A8 car. That's sort of the very elite leather. Yes, leather and the dark chocolate mixes with that. It's like a continuous mix is going on, and it's very dense. All right, juicy and dense. So the EDP, this is one of the best EDPs for sure. All right, that's where they made it better. That's how they make a juice better. All right, and then this is making me actually buy the original Valentino Uomo EDT. All right, so you can understand how much I love this stuff. All right, the next one is unisex. In my honest opinion, like humble opinion, this can be worn by ladies. Ladies can pull this off and draw men towards them as well. Very, very mysterious, very, very sort of like luxurious at the same time, sensual. Yep, very, very sensual feel from this. All right. Next, I talked about the bottle already, right? 10 out of 10 for the bottle. Presentation looks great. More I saw this bottle in others collection, I wanted to get this. When you put in your shelf among the other bottles, beautiful, classic, modern. Even 100 years from now, people showcase this proudly in their collection, even if it's empty. All right, just like a showpiece, looks great. Okay, so the age for this, okay, and the application wise, I think the age, maybe if you're 20 and up, you can appreciate this more. If you're wearing suits, black suit, white shirt, and stuff like tie, you can use this for high class parties, very high class parties. This is high class occasion. It definitely not. If you want to wear every day, you can absolutely. I used to wear this every day. But then for the special occasion, if you're attending a wedding, if you're going to funeral also, I think somehow see it because of the darker aspect. But then the mature, a little bit mature, and maybe where else you can wear this? Maybe you're going to watch like a live, like a boxing match, and you're gonna be in the front seat. Yep, exactly. All right, and then the application wise, I think less is more with this. You don't have to go with a lot of sprays. So similar in that way. So where it differs from Dior Intense, the performance wise, I have to tell you a little bit. Like if this Dior Intense gets 10 out of 10, this one gets maybe 9.8. This one, Dior quality, that's where Dior quality comes. It hangs on to your skin for a very long time, all night. I used to get like 8 to 9 to 10 hours in our condition. This one I'll get 6 to 7 hours in our condition. But overseas, I think you're gonna get somewhere close by. Maybe just this one will edge this one by little bit only. All right. So Dior Intense still, the performance wise, cannot beat Dior Intense. It is what it is. But the feel from both, absolutely gorgeous. Love them equally. And then I have no doubt to say this is the best release of 2016. If you're wondering if you need to get this, you don't need to get it, but you want to own it. Why? Dark leather, the best dark leather, the smell of poshness, richness, how it makes you feel, how it boosts up your confidence. You're gonna be like holding your head high. Smell fit for a king. All right. So yeah, what else can I say? The good things will carry on. So in short, because I'm hitting already the 22nd minute and stuff, don't want to go over that. 10 out of 10, easy. Love this bottle, treasure it, and easily, once again, best release of 2016. All right, Valentino Uomo Intense. So I hope you guys get your nose to this, onto this, and then if you really like it, see the dry down also. See the performance on your skin. May not work with your skin also. See how it transforms in your skin, and do let me know what you think about it. But if you're talking about value for money, yep, 100%. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll be giving you that Christmas special very, very soon. And I hope everybody is in festive season, festive mood. Just love, like the winter, that the happy things going on. People be relaxed and stuff. Don't fight. Don't do this in the traffic and stuff. Be nice, and get nice gifts. Give this kind of a fragrance to people who really love. Guys, you can give it to ladies. Ladies, you can give it to your man. All right? Cheer them up. This is not cheer you up. All right? So take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.